Welcome to Economic News Desk. For August 12, 2026, we are looking at the evolving costs of the digital and physical worlds, from the unpredictable math behind AI subscriptions to the new UK rules designed to stop subscription traps, and we'll explore how the physical expansion of the energy grid might actually put money back in your pocket. We begin with the challenge facing the next generation of software. How do you price something that is fundamentally unpredictable? Major tech giants like Microsoft and Google have invested hundreds of billions of dollars into developing large language models, but the companies building services on top of that tech are finding it incredibly difficult to set stable prices. A core of the problem lies in what experts call tokenomics. In the world of AI, a token is a mathematical building block used to process prompts and generate responses. Because even a subtle change in how a question is phrased can change the complexity of the answer, the number of tokens required can vary wildly. This makes it nearly impossible for businesses to forecast their monthly AI spend. We are already seeing the consequences of this volatility. Microsoft has reportedly had to restrict engineers from using certain third-party coding tools, and Uber reportedly burned through its entire annual AI coding token budget in just a few months earlier this year. While the cost of individual tokens has been falling, Goldman Sachs forecasts that total external token consumption will skyrocket, increasing 24 times between now and 2030. This is driven by a shift toward AI agents, multiple AI systems working together to complete complex tasks. For software companies trying to sell these services to corporate clients, the math is becoming a headache. Companies like Sumo Logic are currently weighing different ways to charge customers, such as raising prices, charging based on results, or bundling services. But there is a catch: any pricing model these companies build could be completely upended if the massive providers like Google or Microsoft decide to change their own underlying pricing strategies. While AI is reshaping the digital economy, the UK is also attempting to modernize its physical one, with a new scheme that could directly impact household finances. The government has revealed the first locations eligible for a program known as Pounds for Pylons. Under this plan, households living within 500 meters of 43 specific transmission projects, such as upgraded substations and pylons, can receive a £250 annual discount on their energy bills for up to 10 years. About two-thirds of these projects are located in Scotland to support the wind energy sector, with the rest spanning North Wales, the Midlands, East Anglia, and areas north of London. The goal is to modernise a power grid largely designed in the 1960s. Currently, the grid often lacks the capacity to handle all the power generated by wind farms, sometimes forcing those farms to be paid to switch off when the network is congested. To fund these discounts, an 80p annual charge will be added to all energy bills, though most qualifying households should see the credit applied automatically. However, the scheme is not without its critics. Local campaign groups, including those near the Kintor to Teeling project in Scotland, argue that a £250 discount is simply not enough to offset the potential drop in property values or the impact on local landscapes and tourism. While some residents have called for the new lines to be placed underground to hide them, National Grid and other operators maintain that undergrounding is significantly more expensive and makes future repairs much more difficult. Finally, as these large-scale infrastructure and tech shifts move forward, there is a simultaneous push for more granular consumer protection in the UK. The government is fast-tracking new regulations to end subscription traps, those frustrating scenarios where a free trial rolls into a paid contract without clear warning, or where it is easy to sign up but nearly impossible to cancel. Department for Business and Trade data suggests there are currently 10 million unwanted active subscriptions in the UK. To combat this, new rules being brought forward for January 2027 will require businesses to provide clearer upfront information, send regular reminders, and, crucially, make it just as easy to exit a contract as it was to join one. The government also plans to outlaw pretend prices, a tactic where retailers use inflated original prices to make a current deal look much larger than it actually is. While consumer groups have welcomed the move, some political critics argue the government has been too slow to act on these issues, especially as the Treasury faces increasing pressure to maintain fiscal discipline in upcoming budgets. Whether it's the way we pay for software or the way we pay for electricity, the common thread is a push for greater transparency and accountability in an increasingly complex economy.